Hello and welcome to another edition of the Superintendent Weekly Wrap-Up. It's great to see all of you here on YouTube, right? And we've had a fantastic week in Shelby County. East Middle School held their exhibition of learning. Fantastic event. It's great to see all the things that our kids are doing. We'll have those throughout our district, so be on the lookout for those dates. And if you can drop by and see what our students are doing in their schools, we would love for you to come out and see those. Also had a lot of opportunities to get out and see our athletes perform. Extremely talented athletes. Love for you to come out to the game. Saw a great girls soccer game this week. Looking forward to the big volleyball showdown. And certainly tonight we have the football matchup. So get out, support our student athletes who do a magnificent job, and really love that. We had some of our students that got an opportunity to go see the Wizard of Oz downtown this week. I had a great meal, and that was a wonderful thing that some of our students got to do as well. Unfortunately, this week we've had to deal with some unfortunate circumstances throughout our state. We've had unsubstantiated false threats that are being originated from the internet and false Facebook and social media posts. We are on the lookout for that. It's happening all over the state. But I need all of our community to understand that safety and our student safety is our number one priority. We work all the time, day and night, to ensure that our staff and that our students are prepared for emergency situations. Today, I've asked our emergency director to come and talk with us a little bit about what we do in cases of emergency and what we do to be prepared. So Mike Clark is here with me today, and can you talk to the people about some of the things we do on the safety side of it?
Certainly, Dr. Matthews. First and foremost, thank you so much for inviting me to be with you today. It's an honor and pleasure to be able to serve in this role, serve our community, our county, our students, and our families. As you said, we do have measures in place. Some of those measures include, but are not limited to, our drills, our emergency management plans. We do have SROs stationed throughout the county on our campuses at this point. We have a great relationship with local law enforcement, including the Sheriff's Office, Shelbyville PD, and Simpsonville PD. Who are there to support us every single step along the way. So we're very encouraged by what we have in place. We know that as things come up, that we're going to not only be able to respond to them, but we're proactive in our approach to being ready. What our community needs to know is this: we have an entry system that requires for the person to be buzzed into the school, to the main office, sign in, present a valid ID, and as we go through our measures to make sure that the person is at school for a legitimate reason, we work through that process so that we know that our kids are safe as possible. So as we look through all these processes, and there are many more that we could discuss today, but those are the two or three that really keep us safe. Please know that when we practice lockdown, that there's really two types. There's the hard lockdown, nobody in, nobody out, all students behind closed locked doors, out of sound, out of sight, if you will. And then there's the soft lockdown that we utilize when we transition from a hard lockdown to a soft lockdown. That means that local law enforcement has given us the go-ahead to move freely throughout the building with no one in or out, because the threat isn't on our campus, but it may be close by.
So those threats are going to be your external threats, right?
External
They're
threats.
going to be out in the community. They're going to be, maybe the police are looking for somebody.
Sure.
We're going to go into a soft lockdown. Nothing changes in the building. It's just we don't go outside the building.
Right. Well, whether it's a soft lockdown or a hard lockdown, there's no one in or out of the building unless law enforcement permits. So during a lockdown, our collaboration with law enforcement leads us to make those type of decisions. Also, we have on our website our state stop tip line, which is directed to Kentucky Homeland Security and our school and district administrators, so that we always know when there is a threat, we have an avenue for it to be reported. So by all means, we encourage all of our community members, all of our students, families, to utilize the tip line. And if you hear or see something, say something.
Well, the vast majority of school events that happen, school emergencies or threats, are usually reported by the students. Correct, Mike?
Yes, that's correct. So students are our greatest ally when it comes to school safety, because there's usually discussions amongst our students prior to an event so that we can be proactive, maybe put it to a stop, be as safe as we can possibly be from an administrative standpoint.
Well, I can tell you as a district, as I said before, student safety is our #1 priority. We get them there in the morning. We want them to leave safe and happy in the afternoon, and we work tirelessly to make sure that that happens. We've got a great group of administrators. We've got a great central office team, and we're dedicated to keeping your students safe and communicating with you as soon as possible. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.